Hey everybody, so today after a long hiatus I got a unboxing. As you can see, it's a Springfield Armory. It's a Springfield Armory 911 or the 911, however you want to call it. Just a simple unboxing. Haven't shot it yet, so I'll give my full review later. I just wanted to get a 380, something that's small that would fit in my pocket and also would be easy to handle as well, because smaller guns have smaller grips, and if you get into high calibers like 40 or 45, it will actually become kind of hard to handle. 9mm is pretty ideal, but this gun kind of caught my eye because it's kind of modeled after, you know, a mix between a 1911 and a Browning high power, which means that the trigger is a whole lot better than most of the 9mm offerings out there. So, you know, that's why I decided to go with it. And I decided to go with the black nitride finish, which actually just came out more recently. They kind of unveiled both of them, both versions, the one with the stainless slide and the black nitride slide at the same time, but I think the stainless slide is the one that shipped first, and that's the one that all the stores had. Nobody really had the all black one. So without further ado, we can start opening it. Outside, very simple, it's just a cardboard box. I'll open the flap. And inside is, I'm assuming the gun is in here. It's actually like a little range, like a notebook case, which is pretty nice. Underneath that is the obligatory paperweight. Looks like the second magazine. This is the extended one that holds 7 rounds. The flush fit one would be 6. A sample packet of lubricant made by Lucas Oil, which is actually a very, very good company. They make a lot of stuff for race cars and things like that. And of course, manual and all those other things. Put that aside. Put this aside. So, opening this up, you see it has a little space for, I guess, if you have like a range membership card or something like that, you put that in there. This is actually a pocket holster that comes with it, and it's actually kind of integrated with the case. And here it is, the Springfield Armory 911 or 911, and like I said, the flush fit magazine. So obviously check that it's clear. Take the magazine out. Go ahead and lock the slide to the rear. Take that out. Chamber flag. You have probably one of the best sights that you can get on a Pocket 380. These are night sights where the dots do glow, and it does have a white ring around the rears, which is actually an improvement over the Tactile HDs, which is probably the closest thing that looks like this. And then the front post has a like a luminescent ring around the night sight as well. So not only do you see it at nighttime, but during the day that front sight would stand out because it's a different color than the rear sights. Like I said, it's kind of like the Tactile HDs, but the Tactile HDs actually don't have the white rings around the tritium inserts in the rear. So this is actually kind of nicer. The total length on this, from what I read, is 5.5 inches. The barrel itself is 2.7 inches long. Stainless steel barrel. This slide is a nitride finish, which is supposed to be a very, very good corrosion resistant finish to have. The frame is made out of aluminum, so it's actually very, very lightweight, and it's very high quality, you know, T6 aluminum. The grips here are G10 grips. They look kind of like the grips that you can buy from VZ Grips, which they probably make these because VZ Grips is an OEM for a lot of companies, and this looks pretty much identical to I think it's I'm not really sure. I think it's like the Alien or something like that. One really nice feature to come on such a lower price gun is the front strap is textured, as well as a matching texture on the back strap. It's actually very, very nice. And one thing I wanted to point out as to, you know, most people who criticize this saying that, oh, it's just a copy of the P238 by Sig, which actually the P238 is a copy of the Colt Mustang. So basically they're all kind of the same class, and some of the parts are actually interchangeable. Like this barrel, you can actually take this and put it in a P238 and supposedly it fits. I mean, I don't know about actually firing with it. The magazines I know for sure are interchangeable between them. So yes, they are very similar. But what for me makes this a better gun than the P238 is this right here, the trigger guard. My one complaint about the P238 is the one reason why I don't really like it. I mean, I do like it actually. For me, before this came out, the 238 was what I would consider the best, 380, best shooting pocket 380. Obviously, it's not the best because it does have a manual safety, and you have to carry it cocked and locked, which not a lot of people, not everybody likes to do. So I'm not going to say that it's the best for everybody, but in terms of shooting, I think it would be hard to argue that any other pocket 380 shoots as well as the P238. So the one complaint I did have about it was that the trigger guard opening was so small that if you try to follow all the safety rules, keep your finger out of the trigger guard before you're ready to fire, to put that finger in there, you kind of have to bring it all the way out to kind of like thread the needle. Almost is kind of the way I like to describe it. This is much larger to where, I don't even have big hands, but even for me, the P238 was a little bit of an effort to get my finger there from this position. This one just slides right in. It's very, very nice. Then of course, these sights are so much better than what comes in a standard P238. The P238 does have an option of their own night sights that do have a fiber optic front, but that one extends all the way back to here. It's actually not as good as these. These are actually much better, and plus this comes standard with this handgun, which the retail price is a lot cheaper than the 238, and it comes with all these other features. The G10 Grips, like I pointed out before, also a very, very nice addition. I really like the G10 Grips. Actually, I really wanted to get this color combination because this really matches the grip I have on my Springfield operator. The undercutting right here is actually very nice. It allows you to grip it very nice and high. It does come standard with the ambidextrous safety, which is not a huge deal for me because I'm a right-handed shooter, but still nice to have standard that not all 238s or Mustangs have. And this trigger has a cool texture to it. Pretty sure you probably can't really see it from that distance, but it's made of G10, same material as the grip. And the best thing about it is the feel. If you dry fire or fire this and a 238 and a Mustang, I would say that this actually has the nicest trigger. I mean, the take-up is very, very small. I'm not sure if you can see it. Is like that's basically all of the take-up right there. And then the brake, they advertise 5 pounds, which I don't have one of the things to measure it, but it does feel very light and it's very crisp and it's very smooth. So I can't wait to bring this out to the range and shoot it. Oh, I just noticed this too. Another improved feature, in my opinion, is a tactile loaded chamber indicator. A lot of them you have to look to see if it's loaded, or some of them don't have it at all. This will pop up when it's loaded, so that even when it's dark, you just have to run your finger over here and you can tell that your chamber is loaded without needing to press check or anything like that. So that's basically sums it up. And obviously these things like coming with a little notebook case to bring it to the range, and coming with the pocket holster, very nice plus. And then of course some people would point out that one of the advantages of the 911 is the magazines are cheaper, but honestly that's not really an advantage of the 911 because you could buy this for the P238. So now this advantage carries over to all the other pocket 380s of this class. So it's kind of it's nice that this gun did come out and they started releasing magazines that cost half as much. This is like about $25 for this versus $50 for a P238 round. That's a round. Obviously, sometimes you can find it cheaper or more. But yeah, so I mean, it's kind of a nice perk of it, but it's not exclusive to this gun. So I wouldn't really call it an advantage of the 911. It's just something that came out that's kind of beneficial to the entire market. really. So, but still, it's kind of cool. I bought myself a couple of these already before this gun arrived, so I'm pretty ready to go. I have a, hopefully it likes the self-defense ammo, which I'm going to use on it. I'm going to shoot like a box of the Hornady Critical Defense, which, reading the Lucky Gunner articles and looking at all the data on the penetration and the average diameter of it expanded, seems to be pretty much the best self-defense round that you can buy for this gun. So yeah, definitely gonna check try out an entire box, see if I can go through an entire box without any failures. If it does, then that's gonna be my carry ammo, and this is gonna be one of my carry guns. But yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna be making another video of me shooting it. So hope you found this video informative. Subscribe if you haven't already. I know I haven't really been putting out videos, been pretty busy lately, but that hopefully that's going to change pretty soon. I'll be putting out videos more frequently, and try to do more reviews and unboxings and tips and tricks and things like that, related to lots of different things, especially guns though. Alright, well, thank you for watching.